Okay, so today we're going to be doing scale proportions and looking at the green monster that's in front of you. What you are going to be doing is calculating the scale height and the actual wall height in the hall. So, first of all, you have to know what is the actual height. The actual height out in the hall is 9 feet. How many inches is that? Well, 9 feet. There's 12 inches per feet. So that's 108 inches. That's where we get 108 inches. So we have to measure out the scale height of the picture. So to do that, we come over here. We start at 0 right here. We measure up to the top, and we get 5. So 5 feet. So we have, 5 inches. So 5 inches over 108 inches. That's our scale. Now, the first thing I want to do is measure the height of the green monster. So how tall is the green monster right there? If I do that, I get the measurement 2 3/16. Now, 3/16, you don't know off the top of your head probably, so you have to divide that. And 3/16 on your calculator turns out to be 0.1875. So we know it's 2 whole inches, so we just put a big 2 there. So this now becomes 2.1875 over our unknown height that's going to be in the wall. So we have 5 divided by 108. So here is my ratio proportion that you want to do. I have my ratio on my left. You put it all together, there's your proportion. So this is basically from pre-algebra. We are doing cross multiplying. This times this, this times this. Well, 5 times h is 5h. 108 times 2.1875, and we get 236.25. Now looking at this, knowing who you had for pre-algebra, we look at the left-hand side. We have 5 multiplied by h. How do you undo multiplication? Ah, yes, that's right, you divide. So we divide by 5. We divide by 5. The 5's cancel out. That leaves h equals, so the height of the green monster out in the hall is going to be 47 inches and a quarter of an inch, 47.25 inches. All right, so you can read it as 47.25, or better known as 47 1/4 inches. All right, so that is going to be the height of the green monster. From there to there is going to be 47 1/4 inches. So the rest of the stuff you're going to have to figure out, like what is the height of the green monster seat, what's the height from here to here, all that stuff. What's the height from here to here? All of you will be figuring that out. So this is the height scale. All right, now we're going to be going on to do the width. All right, so just as I did the height, now I need to do the width. So I laid my ruler down, and I come out to be 7 7/8 of an inch right there. Now I need to convert 7 7/8. Well, 7 divided by 8 on a calculator gives me 0.875. Well, I know I have 7 full inches, so it's 7.875. So this becomes 7.875 over 126 inches. How did I get 126 inches for the total wall? I went out in the hall, I measured it, it was 10 feet 6 inches. Well, for every foot, there's 12 inches. So I multiply that, I get 120 inches, plus the extra 6. So I get 126 inches. All right, now I need to bring down this. So I have 1 3/4 inches. Now 3/4, that's a basic fraction. You should know how to do that in your head, convert it to a decimal. 3/4. What is that as a decimal? What is that as money? Oh, 0.75. Very good. So now you want to know what is your width in inches. So we're going to be measuring the sign here. We measured it as 1 3/4 inches. What is it actually going to be out on the wall? When you recreate that out on the wall, what is that going to be? So there's my unknown. Again, cross multiplying. This times this, this times this. So I get 7.875W equals 126 times 1.75. When I do that, I get 220.5. Again, it's back to the basics. I have on the left-hand side W being multiplied by something. To undo that, divide. Divide by 7.875. Divide by 7.875. Those cancel out. You're left with W. W equals. W equals. And at that point, you take 220.5 and divide by 7.875. And when you do that, you come out with 28 inches. So, that really tells you that the width of that sign is going to be, from here to here, it's going to be 28 inches. Now your problem is going to have to be is how far over do you put it, and then how far up do you put it. That way you know exactly where to place that sign. Thank you.